Line 3 is a function call, and it has three parts: the name, a parenthesized argument list, and a terminating semicolon. The argument here is a string literal text in double quotes, and inside it, at the end, is \n. That is an escape sequence, and it means new line. Now, the thing to fix in your head today, because it will matter when we get to arrays and to string length, \n is one character, not two. The / is not part of the text, it is an instruction to the compiler about the character that follows it. Leave it out and your program still works, but your output and the next shell prompt run together on the same line, which looks broken even though it is not. Here is the complete set, and it is worth a slow look because it is short and you will use most of it. \n, new line, is the one you will type 10,000 times. \t is a horizontal tab, useful for lining up columns. \r is a carriage return. \0 is the null character with the value 0, which is how C marks the end of a string. Chapter 11 is largely about that one. \r rings the terminal bell. \b is backspace. \f a form feed. \v a vertical tab. On the right, the ones that exist because the character means something to the compiler. \/ for a literal backslash. \quote for a single quote. \double quote for a double quote inside a string. And \question mark, which is a historical curiosity to do with trigraphs. And the last two are numeric, \x followed by hex digits, or a \ followed by up to 3 octal digits, both of which let you write any byte you like. \x41 and \101 are both the letter A. Line 4. Main returns 0 to say the program succeeded. Any non-zero value means failure, and this is not decoration. Shell scripts, makefiles, and continuous integration systems all read that number to decide whether the next step should run. If you prefer names to numbers, stdlib.h gives you exit_success and exit_failure, which are portable to the handful of systems where success is not literally 0. You can see the exit code yourself. On Linux, Mac OS, or MSYS2, run your program, then semicolon, then echo $? In PowerShell, run it and then print $last exit code. One last thing, in C99 and later, reaching the closing brace of main without a return statement is defined to be the same as return 0. That was not true in C89. Write the return anyway. It costs you nothing and it documents your intent. And finally the semicolon itself, which deserves its own moment because it causes more beginner errors than any other single character. In C, the semicolon terminates a statement. It does not separate statements, the way it does in Pascal. That is a small distinction with real consequences. Every expression statement, every declaration, every return, break and continue needs one. Blocks in braces do not, and neither do the headers of an if, a for, a while, or a function definition. Which brings us to this classic bug. Look at the first line. There is a semicolon immediately after the closing parenthesis of the if. That semicolon is a complete, empty statement, and it is the entire body of the if. So the if now does nothing at all, conditionally, and the printf underneath it, which is indented, which looks for all the world like it belongs to the if, runs every single time. The good news is that -w or and -w extra catch this one with a warning that says this if clause does not guard, which is one more reason to keep your warnings switched on.